Okay guys, we're here at Forza Gym here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm gonna walk you guys through a quick shoulders and tricep routine. I've been preaching on this sugar diet and my normal bodybuilding diet, but what's a diet without actually getting some actual work in? So we're gonna hit the gym here. I'm gonna show you, like I said, shoulders and triceps, okay? First exercise is gonna be side laterals. On these, you're typically going to start with a couple warm-up sets. Don't count the reps, just warm your joints up until everything feels good. And then you're going to jump into 3 to 4 working sets. I like to keep the rep range between the 10 to 20 range on shoulders. So you're just going to keep the dumbbells to your side. You're going to raise. You're going to raise. Of course, on the lighter weight, on your first one, that's when you're gonna hit around the 20 rep range. And then you're going to move on. So between this one, I'm gonna move on directly to a tricep workout. And we're just gonna go back and forth. So the whole thing keeps your cardiovascular going too. And on these, same thing. You're gonna do some warm-up sets, and then we're gonna do 3 to 4 working sets. On triceps, we're gonna keep more between the 8 to 15 range. But with these, we're gonna turn these in. So knuckles facing each other, like this. And you're just gonna press up. Press up. Press up. Press up. And with each continuing set, you're going to do progressive overload. So we're going to keep going up in weight until you reach that 8 to 15 mark. You want it to get to the point where it's not too heavy where you can't complete 8 and not too light to where you're doing more than 15. So pick a weight that keeps you into that range. And from these, you can turn out into a hammer. You're going to come back, press up. Press up. One continuous motion. So we went from here out. When you start to feel like you're getting fatigued, flip these out this way. We're gonna go this way. Focusing on the elbow joint. So you don't want the whole arm moving. The only thing you want moving is that joint down to like right angles. Press up. Down to a right angle. Press up. Like you're hammering, but focus on that elbow joint. And then of course you go back to the side laterals again for your 3 to 4 sets. The next shoulder workout we're gonna do in the same position. We're gonna sit here. I like to do a lot of my shoulder workouts seated. When you stand, you tend to sway or swing into it. These are gonna be hammer front raises. So we're gonna hold it into a hammer style. You're just gonna raise straight up in the air. I typically don't alternate. You'll see some people doing this. Just burn out the one shoulder. So up, up. Arm stays straight. You're using your front delt to do the work. Just raise it straight up by keeping that hammer grip. Do that up to 20 reps. So usually it's like a 20, 15, 12, 10. You can do like that rep range. And you're gonna just switch. So when that one's burned out, you've got as many done on that one, switch over to this one. Do the same thing with the left arm. Like so. But make sure you're taking yourself all the way to the point of failure. And then when I would do that, so in between this exercise, we'll go over here and do elbows in tight. We're gonna pull out to the sides. I like to put my thumbs on top. Thumbs control your triceps. I always tell you guys doing push downs or anything, try to focus on your thumb staying up. Don't make the weight too heavy where you can't control this movement. You want it to be nice and fluid. Out. Out.
Okay.
I got my thumbs up. Push down with your thumbs. Push down with your thumbs. It's really gonna integrate the tricep muscle. Squeeze. Push it out. Okay? So remember, side laterals to the dumbbell, these, and then you're gonna switch over to front raises, superset it with the tricep row push down. Next exercise for delts, for shoulders, I hit the whole delt, front raise, front delt, side delt, rear delt, traps. So on this one, we're going to bend over, and we're gonna just pull back and hit the rear delts. Don't let your weights cling against each other on the bottom. Control it all the way down, all the way out. If you do too heavy a weight, you're gonna end up swinging. You don't wanna do that. You wanna keep your body still, bent over, and let your rear delts do all the work. So it's like that. Control it down, up. What you can also do with the rear delts, I like to do 2 exercises for rear delts because it's a very neglected body part, and it's a beautiful body part if you've got definition back there and built. You can take the rear laterals, and you can also do some face pulls with a rope. You're just gonna grip, overhand grip, and just pull it to your face. Pull it to your face, squeeze, emphasizing the rear delts. And while you're doing this, imagine, picture your rear delts so you can really put your mind into the muscle. And just go through the motion, feel it. Feel it. Squeeze. Right here. Right here. Like that. And then next for triceps, we're gonna switch over to a push down. But this is called, I call this a jackhammer push down. You got 2 kinds of push downs you can do for triceps. A lot of people you see do this push down out in front of the body. Nothing wrong with that, I do that as well. But today's push down is gonna be a jackhammer. So we're gonna push our thumbs on top. We're gonna get up over the weight. Like you're on the street, like you're a construction worker, you got a jackhammer. We're gonna get up above it. Looking down, we're gonna press through the ground. Focus on keeping the elbows in tight. Push to the ground. Push to the ground. Push to the ground. Push to the ground and squeeze. Push to the ground. Down. Down. Next exercise we're gonna do for shoulders is gonna hit the overall shoulders. Since we've done the front delts, we've done side delts, we've done rear delts. Now we're gonna do a press. So dumbbell press. And of course you can do this on the machine. Week to week, I change it up. Sometimes I do dumbbells, sometimes I do machines, sometimes I do barbell. Just always switch it up. Just gonna press straight up. You see a lot of people coming together. I like to just press up, pretend like you're on a glide, like on a say a Smith machine, and you're just pushing that barbell straight up. So let's just push straight up. Straight up. Not letting your elbows drop too deep. I'm gonna go up, here, parallel to the ground. Up, parallel, up, parallel. You're gonna be in that same rep range, between the 10 to 20 mark. When I do shoulders, I like to keep it moving. I don't do a lot of long rest periods on shoulders, because I really wanna burn them up. Like so. And then we're gonna transition to a behind the head dumbbell triceps. You're gonna let this go back. Just bring your elbows tight to your head, press straight up. Nice stretch behind, press straight up. nice stretch. Press straight up. Stretch. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. So typically you're going to do like 4 exercises, 3 to 4 exercises for triceps, and then usually 4 to 5 for shoulders. So I'm going to hit every angle of the shoulder. And then we're going to end here with what I call for traps, it's a shrug gauntlet. So we're doing shrugs with dumbbells. Females can do this, males can do this. Depends on where you're at. If you're a bodybuilder, you can of course go heavier, but you're gonna try to run this rack. I do this periodically, maybe once or twice a month. Say you'll start here, we're just gonna start here like this. You're gonna keep your head down. So you always make sure to focus on, when you're doing traps, head down, eyes up. So if your head is up, you can't really raise your traps too high. So if you get your head down, look how much higher you can get them. So basically you're gonna do 20 reps of this. Put your head down. When you do your 20 reps, there's gonna be no rest involved. You're gonna move to the next step. So we're gonna say you go 50, 45. You're gonna bust those out. Like keep your head down, up, 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 up. 20 reps, and you'll lower those down. This is gonna burn. It's gonna hurt like holy hell, but you're gonna push through it. This is a way to do a quick trap workout quickly. If you're pushed on time and everything, you don't want to just take your time in the gym, just bust through these 20 reps again, keeping your head down, your eyes up. I like to watch myself in the mirror. And then when you're done with those 20 without reps, you go to the next level down, next level down, next level down. I take it down to like 10s or 15s, because once you get past that point, it's just too easy. Like I said, tonight we did shoulders and triceps. Sometimes I will do chest and biceps. I usually don't do chest and triceps because I've already fatigued my triceps so much. I don't want to hit them again with chest. Some people do, I don't. So I do chest and biceps, and I'll do back and triceps. I usually do shoulders by themselves, and then I'll do legs. I do train abs 5 days a week after my workouts, followed by 30 minutes of cardio post-workout, never before the workout, or I do it fasted, 30 minutes first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. But you can also do arms, so there'll be also weeks where I'll do chest, back, shoulders, and then hit the whole entire arm, bis and tris all in one day. And you just gotta play with it. So week to week, just change it up. Don't do this, keep doing the same thing twice. Okay guys, now we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna finish our evening. So I've done all my triceps and shoulders. I didn't do any abs tonight, but we'll do that on a different night. Then I'll come over here to a treadmill, do a quick start. This is what I call steady state cardio. You go 30 minutes. I like to pick a speed of around 2.5. And we're gonna incline up to about 7.5. If you gotta hold on, that's fine. I don't know how your cardiovascular level is, but if you could just walk without holding on, you're gonna get a much better workout. And then every 10 minutes in, so my first 10 minutes, I'll push this up to an 8. Next 10 minutes, 8.5. And the last 10 minutes, I'll go to a 9. And as you become more advanced, you can start at 8.5 to a 9, 9.5, 10. And as week after week, you can keep increasing that incline. But I never really increase the speed. I always stay around a 2.5. I don't want to be into a jog or a run. I want to keep my heart rate in the fat burning zone, not into a full sprint or a run. But we'll do that for 30 minutes. And that's it for tonight. I'm glad you guys could join me. I'm going to try to come in here periodically and walk you through my different workouts week after week. And then as soon as I would leave here, I'm gonna go home. If I'm doing my 4 days on my regular diet, I'll probably go home and have a protein shake, maybe some light carb sources go with that. But we're still focusing on staying to a calorie deficit because I still wanna keep my leanness, keep shredded. And then if I was doing a sugar fast, I would go home after this and I would probably have an applesauce bowl, some gummy bears or something like that. So it really depends on where you're at and what your goals are. But definitely get some kind of nutrients after your workout. Not sure what time you work out. I usually work out in the evening, but anytime after you work out, just get that meal in. And then until next time, you guys take care, be happy, be healthy, keep it grinding out, and I'll see you in the next video.